by a grown woman. They filmed it. They literally filmed it inside of a McDonald's. Jonathan Majors goes, everybody was like, man, somebody should, that's what happens. They pull out the phone and watch that. But then, they won't help nobody. Jonathan Majors actually does it. Look at the train conductor hat. He looked like he was born by the river. Yeah.
Right, look at the goof.
Yeah, and that video, because that's what blew my mind, right? And even looking at both angles, right, regardless of how it was shown, it happened at some school between the In and Out and stuff, and that's how he came across it, right? It was a bunch of high school kids there, and people can just put two and two together. It's school. High school kids fight a lot of times, especially during the week, and that's a common thing that happens. Jonathan Majors, being an adult, most adults don't do this. He was like, you know what? I don't want to see these kids fight. I need to go ahead and separate this, right? Now, I know for sure Jonathan Majors did not pay off a bunch of high school kids to get in on this little thing.
No, because they was
a bunch of them. It was not like 4 or 5 kids, being bystanders. It was a bunch of high school kids.
Yeah.
He didn't pay all them kids. But he would have had to even pay off the school just to even pull that off. Had to pay off the parents too.
But they clowned him. After that, the kids clowned him. That's how it was like authentic. The kids got on Twitter.
Yeah, even the
and clowned him.
I don't think that convinced anybody who wasn't going to try to believe that Jonathan Majors did what he did. I think though also we can talk about the TMZ situation. We can talk about that differently. He's been able to avoid all of these street interview TMZs for the last 6 months. But you're telling me now when there's something positive to talk about, you're perfectly fine with it. You're standing at the door or sitting at the car door, and the interviewer is still asking you questions. You still haven't shut the door yet. If you know that the next question is going to be a safe one, that's what you do. You wait and you leave and you go, okay, not leaving yet, and I'm answering more questions. Yeah, the kids, yeah. I hope they got to stay cool. Closes the door. If you didn't know that was a safe situation, and if you thought, a TMZ reporter, I'm not going to speak to them because they're going to bring up my assault case, and I don't want to comment on that. That's how I know that TMZ was staged, or that's how I believe that aspect of this was. Whether he nobly ran over and broke up the fight like you guys are putting it, that's what I'm not questioning right now. I'm laughing at how silly it looked. I'm laughing at the laptop. I'm laughing at a lot, but I'm still saying that the TMZ aspect of it, that part is fishy. It's more than fishy. It reeks. It's to me. I'm certain, 99% sure that TMZ encounter was one that was orchestrated from PR.
So you think that that say for instance Jonathan Majors, somebody from Jonathan Majors' team, because doesn't have a PR firm again. He doesn't he doesn't have a PR firm. The management team dropped him. So somebody advised TMZ to get him down there, is what you're saying?
We've been knowing that Priya Chaudhry had a relationship with TMZ from before it was Insider, it was TMZ reporting on some of the stuff. That's who they gave the little screenshots at the Lucy's nightclub when she was doing the whole Macarena and all that stuff. When that video, the bartender, I said bartender. It's the bartender.
was that
my bad?
Was that TMZ video? That wasn't TMZ video to school, right? You talking about them showing up to interview him after what was going on, or what?
That was TMZ, yeah.
Right. I mean, but okay, let's put this in perspective though. Like I said, it's in Hollywood. Those kids probably called somebody who has relationships with TMZ.
Yeah, and they gave the video to TMZ. That's
right.
Real.
No, I'm talking about as far as for TMZ to come down. They're around. Like I said, they're on Hollywood Boulevard. TMZ is probably just a hop, skip, and jump right down the street for them to show up to that. That's what I'm saying.
So it's believable for TMZ to find Jonathan Majors.
Yes, very much so.
Why hasn't it happened this whole time, since the 6 months?
Because he probably hasn't been in LA. That's another thing too. He probably hasn't been in LA.
Yeah, he has.
I don't know where he's been at. I'm just saying he's probably hasn't been in LA on that type of level. It's easy if something like that happened at that school. Those kids know a lot of Hollywood producers or their parents are involved in such things. it would be easy for those kids to say, hey, Jonathan Majors is up here breaking up a fight. Those parents give a call to TMZ. TMZ runs down there. That's easy.
Yeah,
I think more likely is the kids gave the video to TMZ. TMZ reached out to Jonathan Majors for, hey, we're about to drop this video that we got from these kids fighting. It came a couple hours ago, or we might wait a day. Where's Jonathan going to be? All right, cool. So we'll do the video, and then a few hours later, we'll do the thing where one of us interview you. And don't worry, we're not going to ask about the assault case, so you can rest assured and keep your car door open while we're still asking.
But that's what I'm saying. Because I don't know if that interview didn't happen on the same day, did it?
I'll find the article.
Yeah, it did. Because
everything happened the same day.
Yeah, everything happened the same day.
But I mean, it's and I don't disagree with Blue because like TMZ does frequent the LA area like that, and they just be like they be out there.
Like whoever
they be out there, celebrities. It's easy to run into those type of celebrities and stuff, especially being TMZ. These people will do anything to get the story they need. They will do anything.
TMZ is they them. Like they really them.
I was about to say, let me post up my
it's story, it's story that TMZ got somebody embedded in like every, every major city, people, not just somebody, but like people, an army of people, like every major city, finding out where these celebrities are and what they're doing. Like we talk about the paparazzi. TMZ is, I saw a comment up there. TMZ is the new paparazzi.
Hold up.
Yeah, sure.
What's going on, Dre?
No, I'm sorry, I'm listening to y'all, but I'm also checking these comments or whatever. So you, Cole Turner, you really believe that Majors is guilty when there's literally footage?
Oh, no, he's trolling. Cole's trolling.
Yeah, that's a troll. Yeah,
Cole's trolling. Cole's trolling. Cole and Nerve. We know Cole and Nerve, man. They're trolling.
Nah, I wanted him to get lit up, and I wanted to see the whole thing.
I was gonna let you do that.
I was looking at them, Drake. I was watching them. I knew they was trolling.
Okay.
I knew they was trolling.
That look, it's it is exaggerated. But if any of you played GTA 5, there's a mission where you jump on a motorcycle and there's a paparazzi guy trying to get a picture of this Lindsay Lohan lookalike chick. And you're chasing them. And they're literally driving through traffic. I'm not saying they do that in real life, but
they do.
They will borderline do something like that. It was an exaggeration, but they will do that type of stuff. TMZ,
I'm telling you, like they unit. Them. They really them.
Yeah. TMZ would literally, that's one of the things that they used to have a problem with the paparazzi. They would literally go around everywhere and try to find different celebrities and just follow them. That's what their job is, to follow them. You know what I mean? Which now I mean
Kanye with the hose. Yeah. Kanye West with the hose. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned Kanye, Chill, because like even the way they got Kanye to have that whole rant at TMZ like that, and they're just like recording it, like they're treating it as like, oh, we're trying to help you, Kanye. Like, no. Free footage and stuff, right? Being very slick about it. Kanye knew the cameras was rolling, but it's like, you got this person having some type of having a rant going on. It's not,
even before that. Remember when
like exploiting it? Like,
did you watch the punked Kanye West K-Dot? Do you remember that one?
I ain't watching with
They tried to take Kanye's footage from the music video, and they're punking him. He punked them. He said no. He got the footage. He started running with the footage.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, that was from 2004, even before his mom had passed. Yeah, man. I'll share my screen right now. I want to play the video from TMZ. Yeah, they do love to exploit mental illness.
Hey, can I ask, we heard there was an incident at In-N-Out Burger that you stepped in and stopped a fight between two young girls. What happened? Were you just trying to be a helpful guy? Yeah?
Can I sorry to interrupt, but like she asked him a question and he didn't answer. And she's such a professional, she knows that he's not going to answer the question of what happened. So she changes it to a yes or no question because you're more likely to get a yes or a no. Were you just trying to be a helpful guy? And now he has to answer yes.
You're just trying to be a helpful guy? Yeah? Can I ask, did you know the girls? You didn't know them?
The school fight, I saw it. That's all.
I'm sorry, what?
School fight, I saw it.
Oh, a school fight at the Hollywood High School.
Yeah,
And you just wanted to stop and make sure that nobody got hurt?
of course.
Of course. Thanks, Sean. Were they okay? Were they okay?
I'm hoping so.
Yeah? What can I ask what happened? They were just fighting and you just pulled them apart?
It's a school fight.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all good though. What's your message to the girls? Stay cool? Thank you.
I'm just saying, like, the way that she's still asking him questions and he still hasn't closed the door is because he knows that this is a positive piece. He knows that there's no possibility she's gonna ask a question about, I was telling us what's going on with Stephanie. When's your next court case? Hey, do you think there's none of that coming?
One thing I will agree with you, Chill. I don't know how far away from or how removed from the school fight this is. This could have been 2 hours, 3 hours, later in the day. If
I can tell you that too.
What's that? How far away it was?
Oh, how removed it is. I clicked the wrong button. So this article was posted at Pacific time, not Eastern time, but it was posted at 12:50 a.m. Pacific time. What?
Okay.
12:50. Okay, I got the. Sorry to interrupt you, Blue. No, this isn't helpful at all.
12:50. Yeah, that's in the morning. That's like
that's 10 o'clock. Yeah.
That's early in the morning.
Yeah, but if they did it, that's during lunch. If they posted that at 12
no, 12:50 a.m. That's in the morning. That's like
in the morning.
Yeah, it's nighttime when they.
Yeah, it's nighttime. So they must have had to get the footage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Splice it, put it through their producers, whatever. You know what I mean? And then post it later on that night.
Which kind of gives credence to kind of what Chill is saying. If he did after, let's say 2 hours after the fight, some people got in his ear, say, hey man, let's use this as positive, give TMZ a call, or you know what I'm saying? That can happen. I can see that happen.
But just like
that's why I was asking about my bad. Go ahead, Dre.
I was gonna say, remember when Megan Good, when it finally was revealed that he was dating Megan Good, he was nowhere to be seen. Then all of a sudden he pops up with Megan Good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, there's gonna be some PR. There's gonna be some PR moves in there. You know what I mean? So yeah, he'll probably be like, you know what? I did stop this fight. Maybe this is a chance for me to get in the good. Even though if you really watch him, and we talked about this, Blue, on the Blurred AF, which I should all check out at 7 o'clock on Mondays, 7 Central Time, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. But anyway, we talked about that. He just seems awkward. He just seems like I'm a theater kid, but he's a theater kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just watched a video of him doing pirouettes and stuff inside. Like, yeah, he a theater dude, man.
Yeah, he is true theater dude. You know what I mean?
So video of him doing some crazy.
so he just looks kind of like, even when they're asking him questions, he got the like half cock smile. Like, I don't like. He remind me of Ricky Bobby in that first interview. Was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with my hands. Like, you know what I mean? Just awkward. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get everything is for PR. Let's be real. When you're a celebrity, everything is for PR. You know what I'm saying? Whether you have a PR team or not. You know what I mean? So there's going to be certain things you're going to do to get the attention of the people. You know what I mean? Whether you're feeding the homeless, whether you're stopping fights at a school, and to answer that question, In-N-Out is see, they don't have this in the hood, but In-N-Out is across the street from Hollywood High School, so them kids don't have to eat chocolate milk with tater tots and a cheese pizza that's cut into squares like I did as a kid. They can go get In-N-Out. You know what I mean? So that's where that fight was actually at.
Yeah, and if you ever been to Hollywood, man, that strip, like everything is there.
Everything is there. Everything is there.
That is actually the one spot I wouldn't want to go to school to. If you go to any In-N-Out in the West Coast, those lines go all the way out of the parking lot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's
and that's also Roscoe's on a good day. You try to go to Roscoe's on Pico on a good day, you're not getting in there.
You gotta go to the Roscoe's in Inglewood, man.
Inglewood, yeah. Then you got to be cool when you go to the Roscoe's in Inglewood. So I'd rather go to the one on Pico. I want to go to the one east and have to deal with. Never mind. Let me get off of that.
I do not envy those parents that got to pick up those kids at that school. I don't envy them at all.
They're rich. They're probably taking spaceships and you know they got the thing that
they hit the little teleporter, they just gone.
They get beamed to school like on Star Trek. Hold on. You want me to share your screen real quick? Chill.
Right here, so you can see that.
Hold on. Let me share it first.
The angle is like, how did you know that they were going to do this? How did you know that Megan
and airport personnel whose employment requires
replay? I gotta see that angle again.
It's at the airport, huh?
Accompanying or assisting them. And
sounds like it.
Personnel whose employment requires their
airport.
presence. All others must exit the airport. Violators are subject to arrest and misdemeanor.
Yeah, it's an airport, and you can hear like the little background noise. This is so. What Blue was saying is that in Hollywood, they're waiting. Like there's somebody shooting this angle all the time.
Mm-hmm.
This is the regular celebrity.
As soon as they came into LAX, as soon as they flew into LAX, it was somebody. Boom, got him.
Okay.
Yep. And then the crazy part is that it's not only there because if you go like, I mean, for people who are just now getting on the stream, I'm a viewer choice commentator for TMZ, so y'all can say whatever y'all want to. I ain't get paid, but ain't get paid yet. But what they
not to cut you off, but
go ahead.
He got one of them hats that the valedictorians and all that, or the, you know what I'm saying, like when you come back and you know what I'm saying, you speaking at the commencement.
Not the alumni hat.
Yeah, he got.
Congratulations, class of 2023.
Salute to Jonathan Majors, man. That dude.
But no, I was gonna say, it's just. As a matter of fact, if you go to TM, like when I have to go and look for my clip from TMZ, it was like it literally clearly on the front of the website it said, if you got a tip, this is how you contact us. And trust me, if you go to LAX, you in LaGuardia, you know what I'm saying, any major, you know, I don't know what the Miami one is, but you're in any major city where celebrities going to be there, the paparazzi is not the only ones pulling out their camera.
True.
Regular Joe Smo is like, oh snap, that's so and so. Yeah, do it at the airport. Yeah, let me go and pull my phone. Oh, his snap, he's with Megan Good. Let me go and pull my phone because then if I go with this tip to TMZ, I might get compensation for it. So nobody cares about integrity. They're just trying, you know what I mean? They trying to be the one to say, yeah, I filmed it. I'll give you a prime example. The one dude, Derek Jackson. When everything cracked with Derek Jackson about him cheating on his wife and him being in Miami, regular Smoles was down there like, there goes Derek Jackson right there with their phone out. It did who's going to be the highest bidder. And it so happened to be Tasha K that was the highest bidder. You know what I'm saying? And then she exposed. Yeah, you know what I mean? So that's what they do now.
Oh, wasn't she a YouTuber that got sued by Cardi?
Yeah, that's the one. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. So this is nothing new. People been playing this game, you know what I'm saying? And now, because everything about clicks and likes, oh yeah, you're gonna make sure if you could get Jonathan Majors could have been saving a puppy or a cat from a tree. Somebody gonna be filming it. And they're gonna ask him, well, how was the cat? Was the cat okay? Did you think you could save the cat? You know what I mean?
That's why some of these TMZ reporters, for example, like I'm in San Francisco, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're only going to get tips from here if you see a celeb here, because there's no TMZ reporters that's just walking around SF like that. LA, so those reporters that get to pull up on Jonathan and get that insider info, and they're recording it and they get to publish it themselves, like that benefits them being in those type of areas. But being
that's different though. That's different because y'all got
we don't get a lot of celebrities that come down.
Y'all got Asian soul food, so that's how you know y'all different, man. It was good though. But yeah, they got that Asian soul food.
Hey, we tried Asian soul food. I haven't tried no Asian soul food yet.
Y'all got the Asian soul food. Yes, y'all do. Hey, all right.
I'm gonna do more.
We'll talk offline, man. Because it was good. I'm giving y'all props. It was good.
Oh no, yeah, I know you're giving us our props. I just have not ran no Asian soul food spot yet.
I just can't. I'm gonna come over. I can't remember the street, but yeah,
I definitely need that name.
It was dope, man. It was dope.
Hey, I will say, big bro, Jonathan's drip is way different, like 1920s, aesthetic. I'm not mad at him. I can't. I tried a big hat like that back in the day. I look ridiculous. My head, my nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm straight.
Why does the title of this video, the narrative, didn't work with capital letters? It didn't work. On who? On me and you?
No, the narrative against Jonathan Majors didn't work. The way that they were trying to paint this narrative of Jonathan Majors being an abuser, the way that they tried to paint this narrative of this big black man beating a woman, assaulting this woman, did not work, because if it was working, they will still try to push that narrative. Instead of pushing that narrative, they went quiet. You know what I mean? And most of the time, you can speak with your silence. Your silence is louder than your actual words. You made all these from March to, I would say, August. Let me get that back. Rolling Stone's article was in July. So you made all of these 4 months of Jonathan Majors is this. Jonathan Majors got his PR team. Or Jonathan Majors did this. And Jonathan Majors did that. Nobody liked Jonathan Majors. Jonathan Majors was mean to me in elementary school, and now I'm about to tell the Rolling Stones about it. Everybody had that narrative until who dropped the first one? It wasn't the Insider. Yeah, it was. So that first Insider article, and it was somebody else. Was it
Deadline?
Deadline.
No, Newsweek.
No, Newsweek. It was Newsweek. Yeah,
but they were all jumping off of the Insider though.
Exactly. It was jumping off of the Insider, but when it hit Newsweek, and remember, YouTubers, Peter Pettigrew and a couple other folks. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, now we got.
K-Dot is like, what?
Oh yeah.
I must have missed that live stream.
Yeah. There's a particular YouTuber.
I'm listening.
Yeah, it's a particular YouTuber. I don't call him by his name. His name is Peter Pettigrew. But so I'm not gonna say who it is, but
he's like, is that Harry Potter? Where's that from?
I want to call his name so bad, but I'm gonna respect Drake, man.
I'm not gonna do it, but
we do call out names. Like I never.
It's something I do.
Not
YouTubers, but I'm talking about Rolling Stone. When I saw who wrote that article, and I'm like, Cheyenne Roundtree, what are you doing? Like, pull up her page here on Rolling Stone here. That's her. She posted another article on September 15. This is it. Jonathan Majors trial delayed for a third time. The Marvel star new court date is 25. He was arrested in March after allegedly attacking his then girlfriend in New York. Majors has denied the claim, accused the woman of attacking him. Like, how are you not, offering a fair perspective? And then there's you got to pay to see more or log in.
What's her name?
Her name is Cheyenne Roundtree.
I'm gonna tell you why. I hate to call it out like this, man. She's probably. You don't want me to do it, Dre? I won't. Then
no, I want you to do it.
I don't know, and this is just coming from me. I don't know what it is, but you see a lot of women of color writers. They're real into that feminism stuff. I don't know if she is or she isn't.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
She's not going to be straight up and down. She's not going to call it fair. Everything she do is going to be skewed one direction, and which is bad. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because feminism isn't about bashing men. That's what feminism isn't about. It's just about getting to an equal. We supposed to be. You know what I mean? So I don't like that. And you've seen a lot of, I hate to say it, a lot of our sisters doing this. They do it. There it is.
Where Dr. Umar at?
Wait, is she next?
I don't know. I mean,
I don't know, but the kids will be.
I don't know. See, when I look, I'm like, she could be part Asian. She might be one of those Blasian girls.
She could be, and that's she dates. Her hair is
straight.
Her prerogative.
Every photo has her hair straight. Well, not this one here.
Now she got the braids in. But who she dates is her prerogative. Who she date, who she get engaged to, who she marries, that's all her prerogative. But when you're supposed to call it straight up and down, call it straight up and down. That's all.
But see, maybe, and that's why maybe her narrative here that she's writing on is like, you know, like feminism, right? She's probably thinking women first. You know, oh, this man is abusing a woman. That might be her narrative here, right?
K-Dot, her narrative is right on the screen. This is the Majors. This is Kanye. This is A$AP Rocky. Like, what are we pretending right now?
If the thing is, if her narrative is to uplift women, I don't see one article uplifting women.
Right.
I don't see a Shuri article. I hate to do that. I don't see, you know what I'm saying? I don't see none of that.
Wait, chill. Was she the one who wrote that last Rolling Stone article where they said
yeah, the one that Dre was talking about? It was June 29, not July. June 29.
Oh, June 20. Okay. And see what I mean?
Okay, yeah, that one. That one about if you it was a part of it where they said previously rising star Jonathan Majors. Like they talked in the past tense. It's like, what the heck? Nah, he's still a rising star. Like used to be rising star Jonathan Majors, as if like his career is already dead. I'm like,
it's right there.
Because they were trying to kill
Jonathan Majors was a Hollywood star.
Yeah, right there. I'm like,
star.
What?
Yeah, because she killed him.
She already trying to, you know, set it up. She ain't slick.
Exactly.
See, their mistake
was a Hollywood star. No, he still is.
And their error was Rolling Stone's error was that they reached out to Jonathan Majors for comment. When they knew that, a couple of days before this article on Rolling Stones gets dropped, the Insider came out, and the Insider had all this evidence. And so Rolling Stones, look really stupid when a day later, Rolling Stones releases all this information about toxic alleged companions and colleagues of Jonathan, and that's all anonymous. They look so stupid because we're like, bro, he didn't fracture her finger because she's perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. He didn't lacerate the ear. There's a surveillance video of the street. All this article is doing is talking and trying to make him look bad. Oh, there's all these accusers when really we know what he's there for. He's in court for putting hands on this woman. Remember that they changed. I'll bring that up later. Actually, I just mean to say, yeah, like Grace says, it's a hit piece. It's a known. Exactly. She's on the wrong side of things. Like she's playing for the away team. Honestly, people of color.
You know what's crazy? Chill. Insider went and got all that info. They went and got all that info from whatever source they had. But Rolling Stone couldn't. A publication that's been in, you know what I'm saying, been how long Rolling Stone been doing this?
They don't have no. But they've been doing this. The Rolling Stone have been doing this.
No, yeah. I'm saying as far as going to get what's really a hit piece. I put the hit piece to the side. You want to do a hit piece? Cool. You mean to tell me it's not any other people that work at Rolling Stone that can just lay it out straight up and down and go and get the information?
No, because just like how they put the new king, they put the king of pop and put Harry Styles as the king of pop, knowing damn well who that title goes to. That's because they've been trying to have a hit piece out on Michael Jackson's been dead and gone for how many years? They still put a hit piece out on him. You see what I mean? You know, just like the whole Bill Cosby thing. You know what I'm saying? They've been you're still going to have people talking about Bill Cosby. You know what I'm saying? That man gonna be dead and gone. Jello pudding pops ain't been selling in years. You're still having people talking about Bill Cosby.
And if you notice with Rolling Stone, like as of recent, I noticed this. Most of their articles that get hits, anyways, is stuff that's not related to music. Yeah, right. It used to be a big thing for them, but that's like just Jonathan Major stuff. This is probably bigger than any music article they have put out, or even their top 100 musicians list they always do and stuff. But Rolling Stone, and this is why I don't like some of these sites anyways, the fact that they put the rest of it behind the paywall is already an issue in itself. Like just report the information fairly and let people read it.
Exactly. Even with this Rolling Stone article that I posted up right now, the wording is what people have to really check out. When they said Majors was abusive with his partners, aggressive on set, and a source of toxicity at Yale. Now, that's a trigger when you was like, toxic masculinity. You know what I'm saying? That's a trigger word. You know what I'm saying? Just like how, you know, when you're talking about dating and somebody calls somebody a narcissist. It's a trigger word. This is the word that they use all the time. You know what I'm saying? To trigger emotion. You say it long enough, people will believe it. That's what Malcolm X said. You'll have the publications having you hating who is right and have you loving the ones who is wrong. And
Shout
when
out
you
Russell
see,
Brand.
you look at that, you know, and say 24 sources tell Rolling Stones Agents vehemently denies all accusations. But this is what Rolling Stones did not do. What Rolling Stones did not do is repost a revised information of the new information. Why? Because it doesn't fit the narrative, so they went quiet. You know what I'm saying? Bloomberg, it's a Hollywood Reporter, Hollywood Insider. You know what I'm saying? All of those reporters, when they was posting how horrible Jonathan Majors is, and how horrible all of this went back, you know, in all these decades. But when the new information came out, because it did not fit the narrative, they shut the fuck up. Let's just be real. They just shut up because it doesn't. Because at first, if you're trying to fit a narrative, you're not gonna post that because you were trying to tell a narrative. That's why the title was this. It didn't work because now you have nothing to say because now it's gonna make you look bad. Like, well, you say you had 12 dozen people, but there's a scratch on Jonathan Major's face where he's bleeding. There's no bleeding on Stephanie McMahon Hemsley. Wait a minute. I thought you said her finger was broken, but there's a humongous scratch up this man's arm. I thought Stephanie McMahon had the ET finger. What is going on? You know what I mean? So
the Kawhi Leonard.
It doesn't fit it doesn't fit the narrative. It does not work. Pam Entertainment. Get on the link. I want you to get some information so I can get you on. I want to hear your
check
side.
your DM.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, Dre?
Oh,
supposedly she broke a finger. Oh, go ahead, K-Dot. My bad.
No, I gotta get ready to head out. Got some things I gotta take care of. Dre, thanks for having me on.
Hey, no problem.
As you guys know, I'm still in the middle on this, but I'm leaning more towards Jonathan being innocent, though. But like I said, just gonna wait and see what happens. They need to stop pushing this date back. That DA clearly doesn't have any evidence to keep pushing it back. Hopefully the judge just ends up ruling like, hey, let's just dismiss this case. It's ridiculous. We're wasting taxpayer dollars for this.
Yeah.
What are you on the middle of exactly, though? The injury that she has, it does later on, she doesn't have earlier on. What more convincing do you need?
Oh, no. This is for the sake of the audience stuff. I'm convinced, but anything could straight up happen. Anything could straight up happen to go like, oh, boom, we got evidence that I did it. But so far, the evidence is in his favor. He is leaning more towards innocent. The side that's trying to label him as guilty hasn't provided nothing.
Okay, what can the prosecution provide to make you change your mind?
I mean, at this point, it gotta be video. It got to be like video evidence because they was claiming they had video. Remember earlier that they was
sucking 2 terabytes,
hitting her and stuff.
So you're needing a camera that's inside that Cadillac Escalade that the chauffeur was driving. You need that interaction to be documented.
No. I don't. For Jonathan's team, no, they don't. I don't need that for them. If this other the prosecution. They need to have something like that at this point because so far
I'm not talking about what they need though. Like more so you need for you
to change your mind.
Yeah, to change your. But then you also said you do believe it. I don't know what you mean. Publicly, you mean like
he was podding.
I don't get it.
The evidence is leading towards Jonathan being innocent. Now, me as I always am with these cases, I don't 100% pick a side, right? Because anything can happen. Anything could happen with these.
Not with this case. It's actually impossible for some. Sorry,
but what I'm saying is Jonathan's so far, in my opinion, well, what it is, the fact he's winning the case. That's what I believe. He's winning this case, 100%.
I think he won the case, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, he pretty much got it. We just gotta wait and see.
I don't care about him winning the case the way you guys do, because I remember that there's going to be a selection of 12 human beings that live in New York City who are going to make up a jury. And this jury can be the ilk of the Trayvon Martin case jury, or they could be a very reasonable jury. It's New York City. I don't know. that depending on who these humans are, they may see video of the Cadillac Escalade and see him as he admits to putting her in the car after she's out in traffic, even though it'll be coming after the scratch marks and everything that he's caused. If he puts hands on her, they're gonna say this fucking guilty. Sorry for swearing, Dre.
No,
they're gonna
you
say,
good.
well. Let me.
Guilty.
All right. Let me.
I don't think that'll sway anything.
Let me give an example of why it's usually is best to wait. So during the Megan Thee Stallion and the Tory Lanez case, right? The evidence that was getting leaked out to us publicly was crumbs compared to the evidence that they had in that courtroom. And it was stuff like, oh wow, it has changed the whole narrative. Mind you, they don't leak everything. It's for
Tory had a bad lawyer though. He had a horrible lawyer.
Yeah.
He basically hired like me to go and try to get him off. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a horrible lawyer. I also agree that lawyer sucked because that lawyer did not. That lawyer was tackling. That lawyer was tackling stuff that wasn't irrelevant, but like focusing on the fact that Megan was asleep. Like no, right.
If you guys believe that girl Kelsey, also fired the gun, focus on that. They wasn't
that, right. They didn't.
They wasn't. They was like, and
he had a horrible lawyer, man. They could have did that trial could have easily been thrown out or hung or anything other than him being convicted.
And why did you bring up that trial for now?
Well, because there was a lot of people, and I ain't gonna lie, the
narrative was Tory's innocent.
Right. And I was like, I mean, when you factor in, because this is what I believe. I believe that girl also fired that gun too. With the way everything was explained. That's what I was leaning towards. Like,
I get what K-Dot's saying. I get what.
But was there a witness? I want to poke holes into why this is so much different. The chauffeur driver who was there says that Jonathan wasn't.
No. That's the driver that was on that case. He didn't show up to testify.
All right, that's why this is different.
Wait, what happened was his
other dude turned.
His body parts got leaked because he didn't show up to testify.
What do you mean his body parts got leaked?
He got leaked on the internet because he didn't show up to testify.
It was just a lot of shit surrounding that case, man. It was a lot of outside interference. It was just a lot of stuff, man, that skewed that case. This, you know what I'm saying? Most cases they don't want the jury, they don't want nobody to be involved in social media and stuff like that. That case was all over social media, it was all over the tabloids. It was just there was no way you couldn't discern what was true, what was fake, because the narratives that was running around on the blog sites and tabloids and stuff like that. So it came down to who do you like better? Do you like Meg better? Do you like Tory better? And basically, that's what
I know you're leaving, K-Dot. I know you said you got to go, but I got more to say on this situation.
I mean, I can wait a bit. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Are you with the smokes?
If the video of Jonathan Majors and her outside, her going to the club, the fact she did that, the text messages that they have that say she was going to kill herself, these are things that you can't ignore and you can't fight. Like it did happen just like Jonathan said it happened. Considering the evidence we all got to see and considering the evidence he says he's got, it's irrefutable that this woman was the aggressor in the situation. The only room for doubt is if the camera inside the car shows you him after being attacked, defending himself by having his hands on the woman. If this defensive maneuver is viewed by racist human beings, like people with prejudice, people who watch those angry, hateful movies, that those people, if they view that as this fucking guy just put his hands on a woman, look how big he is, look how small she is, then they could convince a jury of 12. They don't even need 12, right? They need 6, is it? It's a civil case?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the answer to this. I'm asking. Pam, where are you?
Is she in?
But I'm saying, like, that's the only way to get this. Corruption. Racial bias is the only way to lose this case. I don't give a fuck about the case. I'm talking just what really happened. I don't care if he pushed her. I'm okay with him holding her down, keeping her down, which he didn't even accuse. I'm okay with him doing a lot to defend himself.
Right. I'm with you. They would have to prove who was the aggressor. That's the whole thing. Who was the aggressor?
And what the witness says is she's the aggressor.
Right. But
what the video I just saw was Jonathan pulling away from the aggressor.
It was. But kind of what K-Dot is saying, yeah, we're seeing that side. That's what we're seeing. But come to the court case, if they got a video showing him being the aggressor, regardless of the timeline, it could be late. If that prosecution is if that lawyer is good enough to spin it to where it shows that he is the aggressor, then that's all you need. Because now I'm
that's all the jury need.
Right. Yeah. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that's all the jury need. The jury need a little bit more, but that's a starting point to get the jury on my side. If you get what I'm saying.
He didn't injure her finger.
He didn't. He didn't
lacerate the ear.
Remember,
there's video of the cops, and there's video of the cops.
Yep, but we don't even need him being violent. We just need him being aggressive. We don't need him being violent. We don't even need him to lay a hand on her, a finger, or whatever. We just need him being aggressive to say that she was protecting her. I'm telling you, and so that she was protecting herself.
And that's even it. You have a group of individuals, and I don't fully disagree with them on this, that don't like when, let's say, for example, if a woman was the aggressor situation and a man does hit back, right? A lot of people would still clown that man for even hitting back because, like, there's only so much force that we should use. And if the jury sees that, let's say if there are some women and men on there that have that same belief, they're like, he's guilty. Even though that's not the case, he could definitely be defending himself. I believe he was defending himself, but that jury and stuff. That's why it is it's a gamble with the people on the jury sometimes.
I believe he was defending himself too. And if I take the word of the driver, the chauffeur said he didn't even raise a finger.
Right? No, we're just talking. And once you get into court, once this goes to trial, all that, hey, the witness says this or whatever, I can easily let's say the witness is compromised some way, I can get that thrown out. The jury won't even hear from that witness. You see what I'm saying? It's plenty of ways you can play it if you're the prosecution, but I don't think they got enough evidence to even go to trial. See, that's the whole thing, Chill. Yeah. I don't think they got shit to even warrant going to trial. We haven't seen Stephanie McMahon with a bandage on her finger, anything. We ain't seen no. Soon as Rihanna got hit, them pictures was all around TMZ. You know what I'm saying? Soon, we ain't got nothing from this little white woman with any kind of anything on her. Nothing. Right? Nothing. They don't have the evidence to take this to trial. I personally don't believe it. I personally think this was a way to just damage and tarnish this man. They were going to drag it out as long as possible and try to get this man to come up with some type of plea deal.
But isn't it the second? Yeah, you're right about this. You're right about what their goal is, to elongate it. The first time that they filed a motion to dismiss was in May, and the judge, Rachel S. Pauley, denied that and said, no, we're taking it to trial. Remember that?
No. It wasn't that she was saying we was taking it to trial. I'm giving them enough time because I don't think the first time they went to trial, I don't think they went for the dismissal. I could be wrong. I thought it was the second time they went to trial, they went for the dismissal, but they hit him with all those terabytes worth of evidence. I could be wrong.
Well, the first time he wanted the defense wanted a speedy trial. They wanted to take a trial immediately because they deemed that they had enough evidence to be able to either beat the case or have it dismissed. Right. And then the prosecution, the DA's department said, "Oh, well, we need more time for discovery," so they pulled back. So that rolled it over. Remember, I was talking about you only get 3.